You are now smelling the StenchCast.
What's that smell? Welcome back to the next episode of StenchCast. We're on episode 12. It's getting pretty up there in the numbers.
Say your name, you stupid fuck.
I'm Smench.
I'm Punch. Eating a whole
Today-
ass bowl of Funyuns.
Yeah, I'm in a Dairy Queen Blizzard.
Okay.
I'm playing some Fallout New Vegas today.
I'm playing some good old Payday 2.
Bunch of good games today and every day. We always play good games.
No, we don't.
We don't.
I played GTA on an episode.
This is the pilot
I was
episode.
lying to him. There were 2 episodes where I played GTA.
Oh yeah, I remember, yeah. The one of them, it just didn't work.
Yeah, you fucking fool.
Dude, I'm gonna explode.
No.
The look sensitivity is completely different from the other sensitivity, and it's very hard.
Anyway. Oh, fuck. Yeah, make sure to mess with your keybones, too.
Oh,
Anyway,
fart.
for the first story of today, we have me getting punched by a special needs kid.
Yep.
So, Joe,
Yeah.
let me know if you can hear this. Can you hear that?
Very lightly.
Well, that was my jaw. There was this one time in elementary. I think it was it was kindergarten. This special needs boy. We'll call him Tosh. Tosh 2.0. Tosh.0. And, Tosh, I was really the only kid that talked to him. The teachers didn't know he was autistic, so they put him in the non-special needs classes with me and a bunch of other people. Unless I was in a special needs class, in which case, explains a bit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, me and him were decently good friends. We never had any issues, never had any beef or anything like that. And, well, one day, we're out at recess. And Tosh, he was a hyper kid. I feel like 1 hour went by in the span of, 1 minute would feel like an hour to him.
Yeah.
Because there were so many times when he asked the teacher, Mrs. Shitner is what we'll call her, if it was lunchtime yet, or if it was time to go, despite the fact that we were like 20 minutes into the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's recess, and I'm out on the playground, and, you know, it was this like big hill,
You ready for some action?
that the school was on, and the rest of the playground was sort of downhill. I see him running up the path to where I am, and he's yelling my name. Basically, it's Jordan, Jordan, Jordan. Oh yeah, what's up, man? Watch
Sorry,
this.
Control, Marcus Phillips.
And then he clocks me in the side of my fucking jaw.
Like
Which
a
is probably the
boss.
hardest I've ever been punched. And again, I can't say I've been punched that many times.
Yeah.
What the fuck? A civilian almost just walked into the security room. But, yeah, and so now, on the right side of my jaw, I can click. I can like,
Nice.
knock the right side of my jaw. That's about it for that story, but Joe has some
Oops.
interesting news in the way of MREs, don't you?
Yeah, so I've been on a bit of a MRE addiction lately. I've always watched Steve 1989 MRE info, where he'll just get like he'll just find these old MREs, even new ones, and he'll whip them up and do like a review on them. And it was always so interesting, just seeing like all this like food, just like rip it out of the package, and it's just food. And I was like, wow, that's really cool. I want that. I want to try that. So I have purchased some MREs, some American issued MREs. I believe the packaging date was 2019, so they're fairly recent. And I have eaten 2, one of which being the chicken burrito bowl, which is regarded as one of the best menu items, I believe. And
Sounds yummers.
it was pretty good. I just had that actually tonight. And another one I had was the
Wow, way to rub it in, buddy. Yeah, you're rich with your fucking MREs. Fine dining.
yeah. Actually. The other one was a maple flavored pork patty, which it was alright. It was a pack of 3, so I got it was spinach fettuccine was the third one. That's regarded as one of the worst, next to the vomlet or the veggie omelet, being the worst. But yeah, I opened it up. There was all sorts of components in there. With the main dish, there was
All right.
the pork patty came with. I don't know what this guy said, but I'll say cat.
House.
Oh, it's one of these.
Night.
But yeah, the one that with the
Bandit.
pork patty, it came with
Light.
what is it? It was hash brown potatoes with bacon and some like peppers and onions or something. And
Okay.
I was like,
Now, I got
okay,
you,
I
Steve.
thought this was like
Now,
a
let me
thing on
tell
its
you
own,
how
but
much they sound
it's cool
like
because the
something
pork
you'd
patty
see.
wasn't that big, but the
First
pork
one,
patty, I'm gonna be honest,
confidence
wasn't the greatest thing. It was pretty mediocre. It was still like I could eat it. I don't know what this guy said, but I'll agree with it.
I ain't given to rely
I could eat
on
it.
others for
It was
support.
alright. And
I'm
but
always
the
fixing to be
hash
the center of attention.
brown potatoes was pretty darn good.
I'm slow
And
to
came with a
embrace
nice
new
maple
ideas.
muffin, some table syrup, which is just like
I
fake
charge
maple
in to
syrup. It
deal
was
with my
pretty alright.
problems head on.
And it came with some almonds, smoked almonds.
Almost
That
done
sounds
here.
awful.
Yeah, the almonds weren't that great.
Okay.
Surprise,
How about
surprise.
this?
It was like some like powder on it that was like really really savory, I guess. It kind of tasted like that powder that you put in like popcorn and it'd make it like taste
Well,
different.
that's all
but,
she
like,
wrote. I don't have
I don't
nothing
know.
to compare it to, so
The
maybe
but the
you
rest of it
should've
was
just
pretty good.
gone
The
with
muffin
results.
was delightful.
See if it all
The
seems right to you.
main dish was okay. But what was really good was what I just had tonight, which would be the chicken burrito bowl. That was pretty darn good. Came with some tortillas, 2 tortilla shells,
Before I turn you loose,
cheese
I need one
spread.
more thing from you.
Has this tiny,
You got a form
little
if you
tiny
feel like
bottle of
it's
Tabasco
sense
sauce.
of your medical history.
Came with
Just
some
for
like trail
formality.
mix, which was just
Seemed like
pretzels and
I'd
nuts.
expect to find you
That was
got a
pretty good.
family history of
And a cinnamon bun. And this was all. It was all pretty good. Like unlike the first one I ate, the maple pork thing, I actually enjoyed all of the components. I didn't really think any of them were bad. Especially
That
for
was
like,
the chicken one, right?
yeah, the chicken burrito bowl.
Yeah.
I did what
It
I
sounds
s-
fucking delicious.
Yeah, I saw the review on it from Steve 1989 Emory Info, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna do what he did. So I put like cause it was chicken burrito bowl, so it had rice, beans, chicken, and some vegetables in it. So I was like, it was really good, and I did what Steve Emory Info did, and I put it in the tortilla with some of the cheese spread and a bit of hot sauce, and that was actually like really good.
I don't
Because
doubt it.
yeah, it has like some Mexican seasoning and spice in it that makes it really, really good.
Right.
And I have since purchased a few more because me and Jordan are gonna try and make like a video on like each one of us having an MRE.
Did you purchase another pack or?
Yeah, I purchased
just one.
purchased a pack of 4 this time because the
Ooh.
the one I bought for 3 it went up a little bit in price, and this was a bit cheaper per MRE. So I was like, I'll just get 4. I'm gonna eat it anyway. I have like this because I was originally planning on saving the breedable and spinach fettuccine, but I was like, I really want to eat it again. Another one. Like, it's not
Right.
even like the best food ever. I just have a fascination with it, and I just want to eat it.
Right.
I need to pick 2 traits because I'm just sitting here looking at them, not actually reading because I'm talking.
That's alright. My gameplay really isn't much better. I'm just standing here waiting for a guard to come up, which he's about to.
Yeah.
You know my stealth style. Pick him off one
Yep.
by one.
Hey, you guys know if the boss's daughter is single?
Oh shit! I just realized I don't have the thing that I want. I have grenades equipped instead of my pocket EMF. But that's okay. Is this time for a funny ECM rush? You need to
Get down.
get down, buddy.
Get the fuck down. Down.
Get the fuck.
Good move. That hostage will cost them time.
Down on the ground.
Buddy!
Down. Get down on the ground. Camera.
Get the fuck
On the
down,
ground.
buddy!
Get down.
You gonna finish your story
On
there,
the
Joe?
fucking ground.
I finished it. There's not really much left to talk about with the MREs.
Oh, shit. I thought there'd be more.
Yeah, well, I just went through
I
to describe what
completely
was in
fucked this up.
Yeah.
If I had pocket EMFs, I'd be fine, but I do not. I do not.
Scout the place and hit him hard. Get those jewels and keep the ships at bay. Let's get rich.
That's the wrong thing. Do I not have them? There's a vape. I forgot about that. Where the fuck are they? Buddy.
So, like,
There they are. God damn it. Okay. No, I didn't mean to do that. I quit out of the game on accident. I need to
just do
switch
this.
my shit around again. But,
All right, I guess that about
for our third and more than likely our longest story.
yeesh.
So, there's this kid. We're gonna call him Hairball. And he is not the smartest of people, to put it politely.
Yeah.
He has the unfortunate happenstance of being
About to raid the safe house.
severely
Stupid.
mentally impaired.
Yeah.
He is not the greatest of people. He is very disrespectful to teachers and kind of a douche sometimes. But, well, he got into some interesting trouble lately. From what I hear, someone, voice crack, someone gave an anonymous tip to the school office that
Yeah.
Hairball
Someone's tipped the cops off
had
activity at the safe house.
something interesting in his car. Now, he had 4 very interesting things in his car.
Very interesting. On school property, nonetheless.
Yeah.
That jewelry could be ours.
Now, before I give you these 4 things, you, the viewer, I want you to take a few seconds to guess. Pause the video and try to guess what 4 things might be in Hairball's car.
Let's get those jewels.
You had enough time to think? Oh well, you should have paused the video for longer, you fucking idiot. Anyway,
Oh, I'm encumbered.
the first thing on the list
All right, that's
is a bong.
Get into the store. You know
The
what to do.
second
Let's get those jewels.
is weed. The third, which I'm not completely sure of, but I wouldn't be surprised, is alcohol. And the fourth, which is... This is where the kicker is.
The worst.
Yeah. Joe, I'll say it. I'll just say it. It was a loaded, unregistered handgun. And considering that that is the thing that everyone has been fixating on, I'm gonna assume that that is what they found.
Yeah.
It's pretty safe to assume.
Stay away from the camera.
There's no advantage from shooting civilians. Stay
But, yeah. He is going to be facing court, obviously. And one of the staff of the school has to testify against him, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Which is... It puts him in an awkward spot because we'll call him Mr. P. Mr. P, as in piss, is a very busy man, especially lately,
Yeah.
with standardized testing coming up. He is helping kids with their schedules since it's the end of the year, and he's helping people find out what they have to take for the standardized test. Because, buddy, come on! I hate this fucking game. If the stupid fucking asshole wouldn't have ran. But he is also helping kids with making sure that they know what standardized test they're taking if they failed last year on one of those tests, because there's 3. Or if,
get those jewels.
you know, they don't need to take them at all. And
Yeah.
he's also, you know, like, he's like the main guy for the guidance staff.
Mm-hmm.
So he's also in charge of, like, distribution of the tests. And, you know, being in contact with the government and all that for the thing. The funny.
Nope.
The silly.
Everything's good over here.
So he's a very busy man as it is, and now he has to appear in court because some fucking dumbass had an unregistered gun in their car
And this
on
is,
school property.
I shit you not, 2 weeks before graduation.
Yeah, and he's a senior, isn't he?
Yep, he's a senior. Was.
Was. I don't think he's ever gonna be allowed to graduate from any school after this.
Yeah, no.
Maybe like fucking Detroit, but
Yeah. But there's so massive mistake. Like, just such an idiotic thing to do.
a little bit.
What am I doing? What are my quests? Been going for 22 minutes and I just got out of like the opening area, like the tutorial.
That's usually. Wait, did you just straight up leave Goodsprings?
No, I just left the doctor's house.
Oh, Goodsprings is more the tutorial area.
Yeah, but I even like
fun
went
little
in
spot, though.
beforehand and like made my character and everything. So I was like, yeah, I'll save some time, and then I like went around the house and picked up every single possible item I could for no reason.
Cheyenne,
No, that's actually good that you did that. Do you have your repair skill up?
yeah.
Probably not.
So I'm guessing you didn't see the machine gun, the submachine gun.
Oh, I did see that, but I couldn't.
Yeah,
I looked at it.
that's
Yeah,
what
my
I was
repair's at
asking about.
15.
Well, come back and get it when you can.
Yeah, well, it just gave me a bunch of like DLC weapons. So I think I'm gonna be fine.
Oh yeah, like the fucking China Lake.
Mercenary's grenade rifle,
Yep,
sturdy caravan shotgun.
that'd be
Yeah.
the one. Oh, you got the caravan shotgun?
Yeah, wait, that does 7, but this does.
Holy shit! I didn't know that came with the DLC. It's been a while since I've opened up Fallout New Vegas,
Yeah.
buddy.
It's got a laser pistol. I think I just found it in a box. I'm not even goofing. I got some epic armor and such.
Yeah.
Am I following this person? Oh wait, your objective. Oh yeah, I am following her. Okay. I've never played Fallout New Vegas before, so that is why I'm sucking very hard and making all the wrong decisions, and everyone's gonna yell at me.
Yeah?
And I don't care. I also put it on hardcore mode, and I put it on the hardest difficulty possible.
Why did you do that?
Because I just want to have a good time.
Buddy. That's the opposite of a good time.
No, I got this.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there?
Oh, she gave me a
Take
Varmin
this and try to
rifle.
hit a couple of them.
Where's the bottles?
Oh, fuck. Almost fucked that.
Oh.
No, don't call the police.
Behind me, that's why. Oh, did I? Oh, I did equip it. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Get down.
Fucking dummy.
This will definitely make them have to regroup. Buys you more
Buddy,
time.
why the fuck are you all the way over there? Fuck you, bitch, for that one. Do I have any more body bags? I do. Awesome. I don't think I used any, actually.
Nice shot.
Okay, there we go. It's all good now. I almost completely fucked it, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna end the tutorial here.
Get a fucking move on.
Yeah, blah, blah.
Oh, okay, I was about to say, I thought you were gonna, like, fucking shoot the Sunny Smiles, is that her name?
Yeah.
I thought so.
No.
Yeah, you're gonna have a whole lot of fun getting the Prim. With
Yeah.
the difficulty up that high. You can change it at any time, by the way.
Yeah, I changed it to the max.
Okay.
Was I not clear?
You do you, man.
What is this thing?
Buddy, don't even fucking think about it.
Yeah,
Buddy.
make this actually.
Buddy. Oh, fuck. Why
Alright.
did I do that? Oh, well.
Where am I
that's
going
fine.
next? Prospector Saloon. I keep hitting escape to
Make sure you meet Easy
exit my
Pete.
Pip-Boy.
Bastard. There's the keycard. Bastard.
I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Everything.
There we go. Alright. I've officially solidified my ability to do this.
Show me what you have for sale.
That's the stuff. Get it to the van.
Make
we
sure
all
you go to
hear
the general store, too.
Yeah.
Dude has some good
Stay the
shit
fuck
for
down.
beginning. I mean, not better than your fucking caravan shotgun and your grenade launcher, but, you know.
Yeah.
By the
Oh,
way,
but
this is
for
something
Moonch-
I never encountered in my multiple playthroughs of Fallout New Vegas. There's a fucking grenade launcher machine gun.
Stay down.
Like a
I can't
literal belt-fed machine gun grenade launcher. Which, those exist in real life, too, but...
Yeah.
Which I also didn't know until then. But, I also went, biking yesterday
Yeah. The
with Outdoor
biking
Club
time.
again. And I didn't take a fall off the bike, but I did take a fall walking, because this was when we were just about done. We had rode the full trail, almost, not the full trail, it's like a state long. But we rode a good length of the trail and then rode back, which, riding back, you're going up hills, so I was pretty fucking tired. My legs were absolute spaghetti. And
Yeah.
we all walked down to the river from the trail. And... Get out of here. And, you know, I'm trying to walk down as carefully as I can because I don't want to fall. But it's very steep. And so my feet are, like, shuffling. And, well, my legs kind of just folded underneath me. And suddenly I realized that, oh, I am on the ground now.
Yeah.
And I hit my knees real fucking hard. All day today. One leg has been completely, like, locked up, my left. And the other has just been, like, completely limp. Not, like, limp in the way that I can't move it, but limp in the way that, like, it's just, again, it's fucking spaghetti.
Yeah.
Someone just honked near my house. I live near a highway. But, yeah, it was hard to walk today. I was walking like Mad Max, who has a funny walk because he dislocated both of his kneecaps.
Yep.
Now I can't walk the same anymore. But, before that, I don't remember what I called, her before and her husband. So, but I'm just gonna call them the Crockers from Fairly Odd Parents. Mrs. Crocker she's pregnant at the moment, and she gets nosebleeds as a symptom of her pregnancy, which is common.
Idiot.
Why not just beat the fuck out of the baby while it's in the womb?
I dare you make my nose bleed.
Little piece of shit. Already disobeying me, and you're not even out of me yet.
Yeah, it'll develop the blisters beforehand, so whenever you beat it later down the line, they won't be as painful.
Yeah. You mean callus?
Yeah. Blisters into calluses, you know, same thing.
But, usually they're decently, like, subtle. It starts out slow, and then she just, wipes
Explodes.
her nose. Yeah, her head explodes, unrelated. But today,
Hi there.
not today,
Sticking
yesterday,
along this spring?
Mrs. Crocker's nose just, like, violently erupted into a blood fountain.
Joe Cup.
Yeah.
She was bleeding all over herself, her clothes, the floor. She kind of just rushed out of the room. Funniest part is, I didn't even notice because I was blasting Avenged Sevenfold into my ears. And just doing the work packet that I had. It's like a pre-test for the standardized testing. Because I didn't do good enough on 1 out of 3 of them. So I have to take the algebra again. But, yeah. She was bleeding all over the place. And she rushes out. And luckily, I don't know what to call her. We'll call her Mrs. John.
I'll be waiting.
Mrs. John Smith.
This is Jaundice.
Yeah, Mrs. Jaundice, that works. Mrs. Jaundice passed her in the hallway right as she left. So instantly she was like, oh my god, is there someone in your classroom? No! So she came in and helped, and I just watched her clean the fucking blood off of the floor. It literally looked like someone had gotten shot. It looked like Hairball had actually managed to use his gun on somebody.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, it was a sight. And that was the same day that we went biking, and that was when she decided, yeah, no, I'm just gonna not bike today.
Yeah.
Which she's been really good about, still being fit, while she's pregnant. She hasn't let it completely immobilize her. She's still being very careful, obviously.
Yeah.
But she's strong. Very strong-willed.
Got it.
Wow. Is there a run button in this game?
No. But if you
Thought so.
press pause and go into your keybinds, there will be a keybind. Well, that you can sprint, but there's a keybind to enable run toggle,
Yeah.
which you might have it toggle off at the moment. Are you moving really slowly or just somewhat slowly?
Just somewhat slowly.
That's
If I hold
probably
shift,
just
I
the
go
normal
slower.
ones. Okay, yeah, then you've got it toggled off. You're currently running. So don't mess with that then. But
Street Powder Gang. They're way faster than me.
but yeah, that's the funny story.
Maybe because I put it on hardcore and very hard.
Maybe. We've only been recording for half an hour, Joe, so please pull a story out of your ass.
Yep. Or I'm getting into a fight here.
If you have any funny stories about teachers.
I got it's a bit of a mini story, but the one time we were going to we're going to Carnegie Mellon. Not that, no, that's the coding website.
No, that's what it's called.
Is it
the
actually?
university as well.
Yeah, the Carnegie University, whatever.
Carnegie Mellon University.
Yeah, we
It's
were
their
going there.
science center.
And oh, he died. And there was this permission form to sign that I didn't have signed. It was basically just saying like,
Was this the one we all went to?
yeah.
Okay.
But it was basically just saying like, it was like asking consent to like take our picture while we were there or something or whatever. And I didn't sign it because it was like, who cares? So Mrs. Lebowski, the one who was like taking us,
Overseeing it.
yeah, she like had the paper. And she just came over to me. She's like, "What's your mom's name?" And I gave her my mom's name, and she
I think I
just
remember
forced my
this.
mom's signature right in front of me. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh, he's gonna kill me.
Oh,
Give me like,
I think I remember that. Was that on the bus or was that?
yeah, that was on the bus.
I thought so. Just like turns you around, right on your back. Uses your backs for stability.
Yeah.
That was really fun though. Their science center is absolutely fucking massive.
Oh, you're still.
When you're standing on the top floor, they have a few ways you can view like the downstairs area, the atrium, from the top floor. And oh my god, is it actually fucking terrifying?
Yeah.
The book I got there, actually, I still use for, like, I've mentioned me writing stories a lot. I write a lot of my stuff down in that book. It's this little orange journal. There's also a lot of really cool stuff there. There were a bunch of people, like, trying to get internships, or trying to get students to intern for their companies and whatnot. There were
Yeah.
VR game companies. It was cool. We
all
also
sorts
got
of,
funny fidget toys.
Yeah, like wasn't it like mostly like technology companies?
It was almost entirely technology. I think it was actually entirely technology.
Yeah.
Some of it was like graphic design for websites. Some of it was video games. Some
I
of
remember
it
the one it was like
coding.
graphics design for like the Dick's Sporting Goods website. And
Yeah.
I remember they gave us like free pens, and I didn't listen to a word they said.
No, like they're little. I don't know what to call it. Their little like explanation of what they do was so fucking lame.
Yeah.
And they were not cut out for like public speaking or anything like that, so they really fumbled the bag,
Yeah.
which is unfortunate. They were cool. They gave us pens, but yeah. Fun times.
Indeed.
There was
I
also
remember-
a bunch of go ahead.
I remember like on the way like back to the bus, there was like this $20 bill like on the ground, and me and like someone else started fighting over it, and then I got it, and then they immediately were like, "Did someone drop a $20 bill?" And then it was like actually someone in our group, and I had to give it back, and I was like, "Come on, man! Like we could have just kept that between us, and I could have just had a $20 bill, but I did the right thing and I gave it back. I wasn't planning on it.
I did the right thing and I
did.
hit him with my car.
Yeah, I shot
The
him with a
snitch
gun.
and the guy that owned the $20 bill.
Yeah. Yeah, it's my $20 bill.
Murder someone over $20. That's happened, actually. This is a tangent. There is a painter, an artist. He is my favorite artist of all time. Zdzisław Baczynski. he was a Polish painter who survived the Holocaust, and so his art was very reflective of the things he witnessed.
Mhm.
And he's very commonly referred to as the nightmare artist because the things he paints not only are used in many heavy metal albums, but are also just genuinely like you wouldn't see them any place but your dreams and your worst
Yeah.
ones at that. He never named any of his paintings because he wanted them to be entirely up to interpretation.
You need to be
But
careful.
in his older age, I don't remember if it was, I think it was a family friend, like a person that was dating his niece or some shit. It was weird.
Yeah.
Apparently, he wanted some money from him, and Baczynski wouldn't give it. And so the guy went into a frenzy and stabbed him to death with a knife. And I think the full amount in US dollar was around like $50.
Yeah.
So one of the greatest artists of all time got killed for $50 fucking.
Yeah. And you got like nowadays, people are getting killed. Like there's fucking news article where some guy like murdered another dude because he put too much mayonnaise on his Subway sandwich.
Yeah, this is like every fucking week you hear about this. There was one dude in Britain, not Britain. I don't remember where it was, but this dude got stabbed to death because he asked somebody to stop vaping in front of his kid. And so he bled
Yeah.
out in front of his fucking kid. And then
Yeah.
some asshole TikTok guy, biggest piece
reported
of
it.
shit on the fucking planet.
Yeah.
I hope he gets I censor that. We can't actually put that on YouTube.
Yeah.
That will actually get us like fucking terminated.
Yeah, this is gonna be the most risque episode. All
But
the
like
topics.
keep the threat in, but censor the actual threat.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just filmed it and kept saying shit like, "Oh my god, he's dead. Oh my god." Like, what a fucking sociopath.
Yeah.
You're just watching someone die in front of their kid, and you start filming. You're just not fazed by it at all.
Unbelievable.
I fucking hate people.
Yeah.
Murder's bad, guys. Stop it.
Oh, there's enemies. I forget how the game works. Ooh, suitcase. Oh, it's empty. Where are the enemies?
I don't exactly have a weekly snail story to the scale of the normal snail that it normally is,
Yeah.
but I do have something.
Shit.
Snail
Damn.
has been getting more and more heated lately. Like Jubbin at one point was gonna ask him something about his segment. No, it wasn't even about his segment. I forget what it was. But he was gonna ask him something, and Snail was just like, "I'll do it in a minute!" And he just fucking screamed at him.
Yeah.
I felt bad, because Jubbin kind of took it personally.
Oh.
But, yeah, me and him got into a bit of an argument today. Nothing serious, but me and Dill Pickle were nerding out about Star Wars. And Snail, like he always does when anyone is having a conversation that doesn't involve him, walks up and completely interrupts. And I
Yeah.
look at him like, hey, can anyone have a conversation without you just interrupting it immediately? He was like, you interrupt people too. No, I don't. When have I done that? When have I just entered someone else's conversation to completely interrupt them without apologizing or immediately,
Yeah.
And he was like, all the time! And then he was trying to think of any time I'd interrupted one of his conversations, which doesn't happen because I don't
I'm a nice
talk
guy.
to him. No, I don't talk to him. I'm not even
Yeah.
around him enough to be around him when he's talking to a friend. Because
Yeah.
he has, like, 2 of them. But, he was like, you've interrupted me, like... And he's sitting there thinking really hard for a full, like, 5 minutes. Like 5 times this year! And Bobby's sitting there, he's like, wow, that's a substantially low amount.
Yeah.
He was talking about the school year, not just in the past few months. So even if he was talking about the past few months, that's still nothing.
Yeah.
But again, was a lie because I don't talk to him or his friends.
Mm. What little he has of friends.
Yeah. And he sputtered a bit. He probably cried when he got home. That's
Yeah.
what he does. If that's what he's like arguing with someone, I can't. I don't want to imagine what he's like debating with somebody.
Didn't we
Just
have,
starts
like-
breaking down?
Didn't he do something else this week? I feel like he does something like monumental every week. I swear to fuck. I feel like there's
Was it
something.
in Video Digital?
I don't know. I know for me.
My dog is whining, so you might hear that.
Yeah, I know for me. I have him at lunch, and the one day, who was
Plot
it?
thickens.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was. I think it was. I don't know. He was trying to sit beside, Niall because, like, he sits at that part of the table, and Niall just being non-binary, with what's happening? Oh, it's a gecko.
Oh god, I have a feeling you know where this is going.
But yeah, not liking him at all. He's like, and that's like the spot Snail always sits in, so he's gonna sit there. Obviously, I don't know why Niall didn't realize what was gonna happen. But he's like sat down, and Niall was like, "No, you're not." Or no, he had his book bag on the seat, and Snail tried to move it, and he was like, "No, you're not touching me. You're not sitting here." And I forget like the conversation, but it ended up with Niall just being like, basically telling him that no one wants him to sit there. No one likes him, and no one wants to sit there. So
Not wrong.
so he was like, fine, like I'll go somewhere else. So he sat at the opposite end of the table because these are like large tables, and it's exactly where like this group of like girls sit, and
And let me guess, they shoot him off too.
not entirely. Like they kind of just like at first just like sat down, like, you know, like questioning like internally like why he's there, like looking very uncomfortable, and then like after like a few moments he just got up and sat somewhere else. But it was just it was, I don't know, it was kind of funny. And then another day,
Which I'm sorry, can I interject?
yeah.
It's just a quick. We don't bully Snail, and
fun.
he's not a victim. He is in no way, shape, or form a victim. He is, again, I feel I need to iterate this every once in a while. He is someone who is very hateful towards anyone who is not a straight white male.
Yeah.
He's sexist. He's been sexist on multiple accounts. He is transphobic. He's homophobic. He's a closeted racist. I'll give him that. He's a
Yeah.
closeted racist.
He keeps it under control most of the time.
But he has said some very interesting things towards Mad Max, and I imagine Gibby too. Gibby is
Yeah.
another one of our ethnic friends.
Yes.
And I imagine he has said some things towards our two Chinese friends as well.
Maybe.
I don't doubt it at one point or another.
Yeah.
Which some things he says in a joking way, but then on his social media he will post something that's like horrific towards the group that he was just joking about, and you gotta wonder like,
Yeah.
oh, he was being serious. Like that just came straight from the heart. But anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But yeah, the one day, Gibby wasn't there. He sits at our lunch table, and he's like right in the middle of like everyone. So, Snail like sits down right like, where he is, and it just the entire lunch, like the lunch is usually like bustling. We're all like cracking jokes, being funny, being goofy kind of guys. But that day, like like me especially, I just went silent. I did not talk one bit. I made sure that I did not say a word to Snail. And I made it,
Reasonably so.
yeah, because I was like, my thinking was like, because like every time like we talk and he tries to like butt into the conversation, and it's just something just stupid or like off key or whatever, and it's like no one, I'm not gonna like, most of the time I just like retort back like with some like stupid line or whatever that's just like telling him he's stupid. But like that day I just decided, like, you know what, if I just don't like say a single word to him ever, like, is he gonna talk back? Let's find out. So that's what I did.
He probably did.
I didn't say a single word, and he like over time I noticed he stopped like interjecting in the conversation like less and less. And I was like, all right, well, I guess I just all you gotta do is ignore him. And it was like a sad lunch that day too, so it was kind of just a depressing lunch.
Yeah. What made it sad?
Well, the fact that Snail was sitting in between everyone,
Yeah.
the food that day was kind of butt ass. And that was pretty much it. And like a few of our friends just weren't there to liven up the place.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Nuka-Cola truck, yay! This game is so easy. Like, I haven't even died yet.
Yeah, Snail, he goes by, his middle name. For some odd reason, he doesn't like being called by his first name. If I'm not mistaken, his dad shared his first name.
Shit.
And I think that's the only reason. Despite the fact that he idolizes his dad. He hates being called by his first name. He will yell at teachers if they call him by his first name. But, yeah. I believe he moved to our school in 2nd grade. He might have been there for longer. I doubt it. But I remember my first encounter with him, and he had a severe problem with picking his nose. That motherfucker was digging for gold. Excuse me.
Wow.
And then he'd eat it. Which, I mean, it's 2nd grade. Who the fuck cares
hungry.
now? In retrospect, again, 7th or 2nd grade. He's like 6 years old. But that was one of the biggest reasons that people started bullying him, and then also the fact that he would just flip out over the smallest things.
Yeah.
And you'd think he'd grow out of that. No. To this day, and this is first semester that this story takes place in, of this year, we had gym class, and he cried when he got hit too hard in dodgeball.
We had Jim Carrey coming to class.
That's right, Joe. But, yeah, it's just an unfortunate reality.
Oh, this does not go far. Oh, I'm getting like tore up.
Okay.
Oh, buddy.
Snail is a character.
I thought I just blew myself up, but it just zoomed in on him blowing up.
Nice.
Like, this game's easy, and then I almost get completely murked by like 2 escaped convicts.
Yeah.
Oh. It was actually scary. I had to pull out the freaking China Lake for that one. Then I missed like all my shots because I didn't realize it had a low range on it.
I'd also like to just talk for a second about how badass the China Lake is.
Yeah.
Oh. I have another funny thing about Zdzisław Bekczynski, the painter I mentioned earlier, but China Lake, was made during Vietnam. And at that time, we had the GL-40, I think it was,
Something.
which was commonly named the Thumper by soldiers. It was a single-shot break-action grenade launcher. But soldiers didn't like how low capacity it was. Our solution was to make a fucking pump-action grenade launcher that could hold up to 4 fucking shells, if I'm not mistaken. Either 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Because the few that it could have in its mag tube, and then the one that would already be chambered. I think it was 3 was the max. But, yeah. And then also, the color I'm looking at right now, Prussian blue. Zdzisław Baczynski also used that color, and the reason it was called that color was because it shared a toxic chemical that was used in the same gas in gas chambers during the Holocaust.
Yeah.
And that chemical is what gives Prussian blue its color. And if you've seen pictures of the gas chambers, colored pictures, you will know that, or if you've been to Auschwitz, you will know that the walls are stained blue from the gas.
Yeah.
It's just a
Crazy shit.
not so fun little fact. But yeah.
Alright, this if I'm gonna die, it's gonna be here.
It was brought you to Prim, youngster.
Or maybe not.
Darling.
Not this year actually.
Do you have any more stories,
Sure.
Joe?
Let's see. Okay, blah blah blah. I'm dialoguing.
What?
Um,
I'll tell you whatever I can.
got some new ideas for future videos on our main channels.
Okay.
Well, at least mine anyway.
Which I recently posted a game review for Metro Exodus.
Yeah, go check that out.
Thank you.
I got the one idea I've already spoke about. I didn't elaborate on. I'm still not going to, not just yet. And got a new idea from Jordan here. That's a pretty good idea. I might try and do that. Well, I'm going to do that. Well, I mean, I guess try is a good word because it's just hard game mode.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna try and beat a game on the hardest difficulty, not Fallout New Vegas, even though that's what I'm on right now is the hardest difficulty. I'm very surprised I haven't died yet. But yeah, we got some good new stuff coming to the this summer because I finally graduate. I'll have all the time on my hands to make these videos and more, so look forward to it.
Yeah.
Forward to more StenchCast episodes.
Absolutely. And by the way, we've reached the 53-minute mark, so we're just about where we normally are when we end the episode.
Yeah, and the last like 5 minutes are just us just plugging everything, which is what I've started to lead into here.
Yeah.
So yeah, go check out our main channels. We post sometimes. We're gonna be posting more soon, hopefully soon. It's gonna be good.
With summer break coming up, yeah.
Yeah, summer break for you. It's freedom for me.
Yeah.
Is that a bad guy? That's a bad guy.
Well,
I'm
with
gonna
that
die, it's
being
gonna be
said,
here.
make sure that you take a look at our Patreon. We do have exclusive video there. I believe,
Yes.
Joe, you posted something last week.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago I posted those couple of funny
No.
videos I made.
That from the from remember when I was having
Oh,
trouble with
no.
OBS?
No, that was yeah, that was on Patreon. I thought you were
Yeah,
talking about.
you posted that. You
Yeah, I
posted
thought we
that.
were talking about the main channel. I'm just fighting a guy.
No.
But yeah, the
We have some
behind the
exclusive
scenes clip.
content on there.
Yeah, behind the scenes exclusive content.
And we also have one of our skits there.
Yep. And I also plan on. I just changed this the other day. I made it. Put it on Patreon. So what we're gonna start doing, which I haven't even gone over this with you, Jordan, but what I would like to start doing is we're gonna have like a screen, or even just in the outro, put the names of our patrons in every episode at the end. Just slap them on
Okay.
there. So
Which we have none.
yeah. So I mean, we don't have to do anything different right now, but soon. And
Oh.
it's only $5 a month. So if you want to help support a couple of funny boys and watch us grow in our podcast and channel, go ahead, support if you want. And we also have a Discord server, which no one has joined yet as well. But you know, it'll be a nice community hangout place. And if you buy our Patreon, support us on Patreon, you will have a custom role in our Discord, which will give you
That's
access to some exclusive Discord stuff.
Yeah.
Check out StenchCast on Spotify and YouTube, whichever one you already watched on. Go check it out on the other as well. And we don't really have it on any other platforms yet, but maybe in the future we will. So, you know, leave a comment if you want to see this StenchCast on a different streaming platform or whatever, on Netflix maybe.
Yeah.
Leave comments on games you want to see us play and such. Oh, there's a bug.
Well, if that's all from you, Joe, make sure you check out both of our channels. Again. Yeah. I think that'll be it for this episode. We will see you next week.
Yes.
Bye-bye and such.
Bye.